All right, so I'm going to call the regular Board of Selectmen meeting to order for January 26th at 5:30 p.m. The location is virtual only, and I have Selectman Jim Lampos and Selectman John Measham on the line, as well as myself and a host of visitors and news reporters. So we're going to get started with new business. We have appointments to the following boards, commissions, and committees. I do want to make a quick change on this agenda. There are 4 committees that we're going to have to hold off and do on the 2nd, and that won't affect their meetings at all. And the reason being is there was a glitch with the onboard software program, and we found that there were some applications from early in December that somehow did not get turned over when they did a reboot. So we're just going to hold off on those 4. And that would be the Park and Rec, the Planning Commission, the Water Pollution Control, and Zoning. So those 4 will just move to our next meeting. And that way we can get those additional applications to the chairs for consideration. And they came in like 12:05, so we don't know what happened, but realized as we were working between late Friday afternoon into the evening that there were some in the back door area that we had not seen. So we're going to start off with Affordable Housing Commission. Jen, you're with us? Yes? Jen Datum, she's with us. She's got it going, and
I'm ready.
we'll go through as quickly as possible. So the first one is the Affordable Housing Commission. We have 2 regular positions open and 3 alternate positions. We have 1 person who the chairs would like to appoint. However, he can't be appointed to the 2nd until February 2nd because of a little glitch with his voter registration. He just wrote something incorrectly on his registration as far as a name, so they've got to correct that before it can be verified by the town clerk's office. So she just asked if we hold off until that. So he is one of the people that needs to be appointed to a regular position. That's what they asked for, Jen Miller and Fred Fenton. So that would be Kent Gertie. And if we could hold off on one of those open positions for Kent, both those terms are the same for regular 3 and regular 4, from 2/1/26 to 1/31/29. So we're going to hold one of those. I'm going to say we're going to hold regular 4 out for Kent on 2/2, unless anybody has any discussion on that they would like to jump in with. John, Jim?
No, that's fine by me.
Yeah? Okay.
No.
So we need to have a, looking at minority rep, just to make sure that we are good in some sense. We have currently, 2 Republicans. Wait a minute, sorry. 2 Democrats and 1 unaffiliated who are certainly sitting on it right now. Their terms are not expired at this point in time. So do I have someone who would like to make a recommendation for regular 3?
Yeah, I would nominate Sean Mastriani.
Can I get a second on that? Okay. We don't seem to have a second on that one. Therefore, can we make another motion
I'd like to nominate
for
Ross
regular
Higgins.
3?
I'd like to
Ross
nominate
Higgins?
Ross Higgins, regular 3.
Okay. Can we get a second on that? I'll second that nomination. Any discussion?
Can the seconds of the nominations come from the audience or just the selectmen?
Just the selectmen.
Okay,
So no discussion, further discussion, call for a vote. All those in favor of nominating Ross Higgins for regular 3, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
Nay. Any abstentions? Okay. Motion passes 2 to 1. Ross fills into regular 3. We now have 3 alternate seats. 2 of the applicants are currently already alternates. So these alternate spots are, the first alternate 1's term goes until 1/31/2027. And then the other alternate 2 and alternate 3 have various. So we're gonna have to take these one at a time so that the terms are correct. So can I have a motion for alternate 1?
I'd like to nominate Sean Mastriani for alternate 1.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Yeah, Sean is a current alternate, so I mean, I think it makes sense to move him up to one of the regular spots because he's already been serving.
I understand that, but the commission asked that Mr. Gertie be considered for a regular spot as well.
Okay, I believe they were in favor of Sean also from Jen Miller.
I understand that. At the moment, we have a motion on the floor for an alternate position. It can be alternate 1, 2, or 3. And I believe this term expires next year. So it's a 1-year term for alternate 1. Actually, he doesn't need to be reappointed. He's still good to 1/31/27 in that spot. It would only open if he want to appoint it. So he's still in till next year. So that motion, is going to have to come off the floor, Jim, because he's still good.
I'll rescind that notion and I will nominate Anthony Vasiliou as alternate number 1.
No, he'd have to be alternate 2.
Alternate 2, I'm sorry.
Second.
John, will you? Okay.
Second.
Anthony? Any further discussion? Hearing none. Call for a vote. All those in favor of naming Anthony Vasilou to the alternate 2 term for Affordable Housing Commission, term to be February 1st, 2026 to January 31st, 2029. Please signify by saying yes. Aye.
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 Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. So then we have an alternate 3 position. This term would be from February 1st of 2026 to January 31st of 2028. Can I have a motion for someone to fill that position?
I'll nominate George Frampton for alternate. I'm sorry, those alternate 3.
3. Can I have a second? I'll second for discussion purposes. Any discussion on that? Jim, do you want to give any background on that one?
He has an impressive resume. And we have open seats for alternates.
Okay. Anything else? No? Okay. Call for a vote. All those in favor of nominating George Frampton to an alternate 3 position, February 1st, 2026 to January 31st of 2028, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any abstention, any opposed?
Nay.
Any abstentions? Motion passes. Okay, we're moving on to Conservation Commission. Conservation Commission, we have 1 current member and 1 current vacancy. Gary Gregory is requesting to be reappointed, and they have agreed that Gary has been an outstanding member. So, can I have a motion for the regular 4 position with a term of 2/1/26 to January 31st of 29 to appoint Gary Gregory to the Conservation Commission?
Nominate Gary Gregory.
I'll second.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Jim. Any discussion?
He's been a steadfast volunteer, so I think it's a good choice.
Yes,
I agree.
he and George Ryan are solid on that commission. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to Economic Development Commission. We have 1 member, our co-chair, Jeff Hartman, applying to can extend his term. And then we have 2 new members, Madeline Longfellow and Eileen Mueller, both of whom both the chairs, Joe Cameron has said would both be excellent additions to the committee. And as we know, we have some vacancies on this committee, and we have the seats for all of them. So we have regular 1 and regular 2 are terms for 2/1/26 to 1/31/31. It's a 5-year term for regular 1 and regular 2. Could we have nomination for 2 people for those spots?
Sure, I'll nominate Madeline Longfellow and Eileen Mueller.
Okay. You second?
Yeah.
Okay. John, Jim. So Madeline and Eileen. Okay. Any discussion?
I'm just wondering about a technicality in that, assuming we're going to appoint all 3, since we have 4 vacancies, and Jeff is currently on the board, to have his term start on 2/1/25, which I believe is the regular 3 term. I'm not sure if that's going to conflict with the fact that he's currently serving. It's kind of retroactive, so
I can amend my motion if you like.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
did I mess that up?
no, I
Two
don't
one
I think one of them is 2/1/25 to 1/31/30, and then 2 of them, 3 and 4.
I'm sorry. I wrote it wrong. All right, so Jeff is 2/1 to 2/21 to 26. So he is now 2/1/26. He's a
Right.
5-year term. He is a 5-year term in
Right,
his regular 1 position.
right,
And then the other 2 are basically filling in for positions that started last year that were not, well, Jean is stepping down. Actually, let's not fill regular 2. Let's fill regular 2. I hate the way this is done.
All right, I'll withdraw my motion.
Okay,
I'll make a
withdrawing that
motion
motion.
and I will
Let's
make a new
start again.
motion. Yeah, I will make a new motion to appoint Jeff Hartman as regular 1.
Okay, 2/1/26 to 1/31/31.
I'll
Correct.
sec- I'll
Second,
second.
Jim? Yes, okay. Any discussion? All those in favor of Jeff
Aye.
Hartman taking, aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes unanimously. Jeff goes to regular 1. And regular 2 then is the position that's vacated by Gene Wilzinski. And that would be another term for 2/1/26 to 1/31/31. Can I have a
Nominate
motion for that
Madeline.
position?
I'll
Madeline?
nominate Madeline Longfellow.
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Madeline Longfellow will be regular 2, term 2/1/26, 1/31/31. We now have 1 empty position left for our last person. It's regular 3. Let's go with that, staying in order. Term expires on 1/31/30. It's a 4-year term because it started last year, but it was a vacant position. So can I have a motion on that?
I'll nominate Eileen Mueller for regular 3.
Okay,
Second.
thank you, Jim. Thank you, John. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of appointing Eileen Mueller to the regular 3 position, term expiring 1/31/30, signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Moving on to Flood and Erosion Control Board. Flood and erosion, yeah? Somebody say something? No, okay. Flood and erosion control. We do have 1 member, Wendell Weber, who is currently on the committee, but did not get his application in time, so he goes into the second round of February 2nd, so that we're kosher and following the rules for them. So let's see, in the regular 1 position to reappoint Catherine Tuma, who is the co-chair and also fulfills the secretarial duties. She's regular 1. That would be a position from 2/1/26 to 1/31/28. Can I have a motion for Catherine in regular 1?
I'll nominate Catherine Tuma for regular 1.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you, Jim. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of nominating Catherine Tuma to the regular 1 position on Flood and Erosion Control Board 2/1/2026 to 1/31/28 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. All right, then regular 2 is Mary Wamby, also applying for reappointment. That would be the regular 2 spot, and that would be 2/1/26, also to 1/31/28. Can I have a motion for Mary to be reappointed?
I'll make a motion to reappoint Mary Wamby to regular 2.
Second.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, John. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of appointing Mary to the regular 2 position for 2/1/26 to 1/31/28 signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Mary Wamby, regular 2. Regular 3 is a vacant position. Let's just see. Which we probably would want to. Wendell is currently a alternate. We also have Harry Gow, who's an alternate. So we have 3 alternate positions. And we could take Harry and move him to a regular position if we wanted to. Or Wendell. But we have to wait for Wendell's till 2-2.
I'll nominate Harry Gow as a regular 3.
Second.
Okay. Jim made the motion, John seconded. All those in favor of appointing Harry Gow to the regular 3 position 2/1/26 to 1/31/2028, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. Harry. Okay, then we have alternates 1, 2, and 3. And we have John Swartz, who has applied for a position as an alternate. So if I could have a motion for alternate 1. 2/1/26 to 1/31/27. It's a 1-year position. I'll make the motion. John Swartz for alternate 1 position on flood and erosion control. Can I have a second? No. Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, call for a vote. All those in favor of nominating, of voting for John Schwartz to the flood and erosion control for an alternate position 2/1/26 to 1/31/27, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. It's John, and then we will hold off and appoint Wendell, and if somebody else comes in after February 2nd, there will be a spot there as well for them. Moving on to Harbor Management Commission. We have 2 positions available. They are regular 1 and regular 3. I'm just making sure we can. Let's see. Rich Shriver is currently at the regular 1 position. This just helps on onboard because if they stay in the same slot, we don't have to keep moving people around on this thing. And Myla, let me just see where she is. She's an alternate. So we have Mela, who is currently an alternate, but could be moved to a regular 3. These are both 4-year positions, 2/1/26 to 1/31/30, and Rich Shriver has also applied for reappointment. Could I get a motion for both of them to take regular spots at this time?
I'll nominate Dick Shriver and Mila. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, Guidi,
Yeah, I think so.
as regular 1 and regular 3, I believe, for harbor management.
Thank you, Jim. John, you're going to second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to
you'll
make
vote.
sure that Sloan Dannenauer's term expires in 2030 also. It was handwritten on the list, but wasn't reflected maybe properly on the
So
listing.
last year, so just so you know, he was reappointed last year for another
Okay.
term, even though he wasn't up. So he's got another 4 years coming.
Okay.
He's already been reappointed. It automatically will click over on onboard. It just was a mix up last year with onboard. So we appointed him. All right. And then, do we need a vote, right? All those in favor of appointing Rich and Mila to those 2 positions, regular 1 and regular 3, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion passes. So the alternate 3 position, I was told this afternoon by Harbor Management, they might have someone coming in, they'll apply in February. Next up is the Historic District Commission. We have Ed Pinn was recently appointed from an alternate position to the regular 4 position when Deanie Mallory left near the end of her term in November. So we would like to reappoint Ed to that position, regular 4, and his term would be 2/1/26 to 1/31 of 31. Can I get a motion from one of you to appoint
No.
Ed Pinn? John?
I'll nominate Ed Pinn for regular 4.
Second,
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of appointing Ed Pinn to the regular 4 position, 2/1/26 to 1/31/31, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes unanimously. Okay, they'd also like to have their alternate position, alternate 1, which is currently vacant and is a 4-year position. And it would be from 2/1/26 to 1/31/29. And they would like Carolyn Lieber to be appointed. That was their request. We also had Susan Bates also applied for this position.
I'll nominate Carolyn Lieber for the Historic District Alternate 1.
I'll second. Any discussion? I'll just say that I wish that there was a position for Susan Bates because I think she'd be an asset to this team as well. So, all those in favor of appointing Carolyn Lieber, please signify by saying aye.
Aye,
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'm gonna abstain.
John, did you say, pardon?
I'll abstain.
Okay. So that's a 2-1. One abstention on that. All right, next one is inland wetlands. This one we have to be careful about minority rep on. So we're going to take these one at a time so we make sure to get this right. Jared Bombassi is applying for to re-up. He currently holds the regular 1 position, and his new dates would be 2/1/26 to 1/31/29. Can I have a motion to appoint Jared back to his regular seat?
I'll
For a
make a
4-year
nominate-
term?
we'll both
Nominate Jared Bombassi.
John? Thank you. Jim, you want a second?
Yep,
Okay. Any discussion?
He's made some very good contributions to the commission, and I'm glad to see that he's staying on board.
Perfect. All right. So all those in favor of appointing Jared to the regular 1 seat for a 3-year term, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. Jen, you getting all this?
Listen, I'm trying. I'll get it all straightened out.
Okay,
It's recorded, should be fine.
This is recorded. I'm gonna consult with all of you.
okay, I've got my notes. I'm writing my notes down. Okay, we have a regular 2 position. The um, Tom's trying to do his best here for, as he's now the chair, I guess he'll probably be the chair. He was the co-chair, I believe, right, John? Tom
He was the
Macknick
vice
as the
chair,
co-chair?
yes. He was
Yeah.
the vice chair.
Yeah, so he's working on, so we have 3 other people that have applied, Peter, Deborah, and Mark. Peter was an alternate, and the other 2 are new to the fold. Now, the only question, just counting, making sure if we do minority rep, we would currently have 3 Republicans on the regulars, 1 Democrat, and then we just nominated, so we would now have 4 Republicans and 1 Dem. We cannot go over with a total seats of 9. We have to be careful to stay. Can only have 6 Rs, and it, according to, I hear different things. Vicky said to try to keep the regular members themselves. So if you have regular 7, that means you'd only have 5 of 1 party. So regular 2. We have a position for regular 2, 126 to 131.29. Anybody want to take a stab at that one?
I'll nominate Deborah Lang Froggatt for regular 2.
Okay. That's Jim. I'll second that. Any discussion? Okay, no discussion. All those in favor of appointing Deb Froggatt to the regular 2 position for a 3-year term, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries unanimous. Now we have regular 3, same 3-year term, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29. And we have Peter and Mark Schott.
Nominate Peter Friel.
Okay. John. Jim, I'll second that. Any discussion?
Yeah, Pete's
I
been a
was
great
really-
alternate. He's been to every site walk that I can remember, and he's contributed very well to the commission and has been excellent attendance at the meetings.
Yes, and I'd also like to say that I'm really pleased how he stepped up when he realized that Rachel was, that you had to step down, John, because of your position on the board. And he called me up and said that I was and I'm that he would certainly come back on. So
There's some, ongoing sites that, we're still dealing with, and it would be good to have some continuity on the commission.
I agree. Okay, so all those in favor of nominating Peter Friel to regular 3, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29, signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes unanimously. Okay, we have 1 left person, Mark Schott, who has indicated an interest to join Inland Wetlands as an alternate. Well, he can be an alternate because we have 2 alternate spots. So, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29, a 3-year alternate position, alternate 1. Can I get a motion for Mark to be appointed to that position?
Make a motion for Mike. Go ahead, Jim.
I'll have a motion for Mark Schott to be appointed alternate 1.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor of appointing Mark Schott to a 3-year term, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you both. We have one more alternate spot on that board. And we'll have to look for minority rep to make sure that. All right, next up is the Ledge Light Health District Board of Directors. We were very sad to see that Tom Gatakwa, who has served to us for a very number of years, stepped down from this position. We have two people that have applied, Eileen Mueller and Dr. Adam Seidner. This term is sort of a life term. It's not in our ordinances. It's you choose to resign when you want to or with the request of the Board of Selectmen. So I would like to nominate Dr. Adam Seidner to this position at this time.
I will second.
Any discussion? I will just step in and say that when Adam heard that the position was open, he contacted John Kiker, who's currently the president of the board of directors there. He went to a meeting, he volunteered, and his whole background is in public health. So he was really excited to get involved in something where he could help, not just our district, but the Ledge Light Board encompasses all the districts that they service. So I think he'll be a great addition. All those in favor of appointing Dr. Adam Seidner to our Ledge Light Health District Board of Directors signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next up, municipal agent for the elderly. Cindy Taylor has been our municipal agent for the elderly for a very long time and is willing to continue for the next 2-year term from 2/1/26 to 1/31/28. Do I have a motion for Cindy?
I'll make a motion for Cindy Taylor as municipal agent for the elderly.
I
Second.
will second. Any discussion? All those in favor of appointing Cynthia Taylor as the municipal agent for the elderly signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next up is Open Space Commission. Okay, open space. We have 4 applicants and we have 3 seats. And we have 3 members that wish to have reapplied for their seats. So currently, I think these are all the same. They're all the same terms, so we can keep them. Let's see. Regular 1 is Fred. 2 is Christine. And 3 is Greg. If anyone wants to appoint all 3 of them back or if somebody would like to nominate someone, currently Greg Fatoma is the chair. Please take that into consideration.
I'll nominate Christine McGregor, Greg Fatoma, and Fred Berenger back to their regular seats.
Okay.
Second.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, John. Any discussion? I know that John Phelan would be a great asset, and I know he's willing to get involved, and I hope that we can find something for him in the future months on a board or commission where he feels comfortable applying.
I agree.
I think.
All those in favor? All those?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. Thank you so much. Okay. We're going to skip Park and Rec. We're going to skip planning, and we're going to go to road and public safety. Okay, so we have 2 people. two new people who've applied. We've had a lot of people come off the life term of this committee. I did hear from Greg Fatoma, and she was excited about both of these applicants. Both have attended meetings. Ken Sweeney has attempted multiple. Bradley Berry has been to 2 or 3 meetings. Ken's been to many more. And this is a life term of committee because it's a Board of Selectmen committee. It doesn't have life terms. I will say though, Jim, that we did make up some rules about where people had to live in town. And I think we're gonna have to go back and just sort of change that charge, just so that if they're interested in, we don't have to set them into a specific area of the town.
Did
But we
we,
don't have to do that tonight.
I thought we had a little wiggle room in there that, didn't we have like a caveat? That if we, I think there's some caveat if we couldn't find.
I'll go back and read when we first wrote it, but I'll
Mhm.
make sure. But anyways, I'd like to appoint Bradley and Ken to these we have 5 positions, so.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to appoint Bradley Berry and Ken Sweeney to the Road and Public Safety Committee as regular.
I'll second.
So,
Once in a while, I should do it. All right. All those in favor of appointing Bradley Berry and Ken Sweeney to the Road and Public Safety Committee signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Okay, next up is Rogers Lake Authority. We have one person who is Janelle Janes, and she's reapplying for her current member spot. And Mark Hastings has wholeheartedly approved this. It's a regular 1 position, 2/1/26 to 1/31/28, a 2-year term. Can I get a motion to reappoint Janelle Smith James to the Rogers Lake Authority?
I'll make a motion to appoint Janelle Janes to the Rogers Lake Authority.
Okay, John, second.
Second,
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Janelle Smith Janes, term is 2/1/26 to 1/31/28. Next up is the Shellfish Commission. We have one applicant who's would like to reapply for his position. It's Todd Macknick. I didn't ask Todd if he approved appointing himself because he's sort of in charge of the commission. So let's just say he wants to be on. That's fine. Although I would like to know what's going on with the commission because they haven't met since 2022. And I'm not sure that they're fulfilling their obligations according to the Connecticut general statutes. And we're doing some research on that because they're supposed to be putting together updated shellfish management plans. I don't know how often they're supposed to come to the state, but we'll figure that out and get in touch with the 3 of them. So could I have a motion to reappoint Todd Macknick to his regular 1 position on the Shellfish Commission for 2/1/26 to 1/31/29?
Make a motion to appoint Todd Macknick.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor of appointing Todd Macknick to the Shellfish Commission, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, next up is the Sound View Commission. Frank's been a little delayed, but I think I did forward you both his and Michaela's notes on this. I just didn't have them in the packet when we sent this off. So, they have 3 regular positions and they are all, well, wait, a minute. Regular 1 and regular 2 are 2/1/26 to 1/31/29. And those currently are filled by Frank and Michaela. And then their recommendation is to bring Paul Orzel up from an alternate to a regular 4, and then have Mary Daly and Paula Malillo fill alternate positions that are 1-year positions, 2/1/26. They'll still have 1 alternate position available.
I'd make a motion that we accept the chairman's recommendation.
I'll second. Any discussion? So that would mean Frank stays at number 1, Michaela would stay at number 2, and Paul would move to 4. And then Mary and Paula would be alternates. We'd still have alternate 3. That's Jackie Miano's position. Jackie didn't get in touch with us, but Frank did give me some updated emails today, and I will reach out to her to see if and he would be agreeable if she wanted to apply. So all those in favor of appointing Frank and Michaela to regular 1 and regular 2 positions for a 3-year term. Paul would be moving up to fill a regular 4 position that had been vacated by someone else. That it would be only a 2-year term expiring in 28. And then Mary and Paula would be in for 1-year positions as alternates, 1 and 2. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you.
John is muted, so I can't hear his votes.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was an aye. I'm sorry, my dogs are getting excited because the plow truck driver's here finally.
Thanks.
All right, Jim, you made that. Jim made it. John seconded. Okay, motion passes. Thank you both. Okay. Next up is the Tree Commission. We've had changes on our Tree Commission. We've lost Joanne DiCamillo, who has been absolutely wonderful staying on. We have some available seats. David Luddington has reapplied for his position, and he is currently, I don't have it. I don't know if one of you have it, if he's regular. I think he's probably regular 2. I didn't have that cheat sheet on it. So,
Yeah, it just says he's a current regular. I don't know which one.
all right. I'll just have them put in whatever spot he's in. We'll put him in. And then Ann Bing is currently a current alternate and has reapplied for her position as well. So her
Martha,
position.
David is too, regular too.
Okay, that's what I thought, because Joanne probably would be. All right. So I'm going to make the motion. I'll make the motion to appoint David Luddington to the Tree Commission again as the regular member, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29, and Ann Bing to her alternate position for 2/1/26 to 1/31/27. Can I get a second?
Question, do we have 2 regular seats available or just 1?
We have 2
Two.
regular seats. But sometimes Anne has trouble getting to the meeting, so I think it's better to make her an alternate so that if they need a voting members.
Okay.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Any further
Well-
discussion?
I mean, if she became the regular 2, we could, I mean, if there was another alternate, if she couldn't make it, then we'd try to find another alternate.
Except I don't think we have, Katie, do we have 3 alternates on that or just 2? Sorry, she's referring back.
That,
don't
yeah,
have
we
my-
just have 2. And I
Okay.
forgot to unmute myself. Sorry for that.
It's okay. All right, I'll amend the agenda. I'm happy to amend my motion to appoint David Luddington and Ann Bing both to regular 1 and regular 2 positions for a 3-year term, 2/1/26 to 1/31/29.
I'll second.
Jim, well, wait, Jim's gotta, because I amended. He's
Oh,
gotta,
sorry.
Yeah, sure, I'll second.
okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, can we, all those who would like to approve David Luddington and Ann Bing to regular 1 and regular 2 seats for 3-year terms, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Oh. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Got to do all those things. Okay, hearing none. Okay. Water pollution control, we're not doing. Zoning commission, we're not doing tonight because of issues with some glitches. Okay, appointments for position. We have people in town hall that serve. First, our emergency management director. It's a 2-year position. Currently being serving in that position is David Roberge. And I get a motion to nominate Dave for another 2-year term.
I'll nominate Dave Roberge for another 2-year term as Emergency Services Director,
Management director.
Management Director.
Thank you.
Second.
I'll second. Second. I'll Dave give it to John. Jim, John. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor of naming David Roberge as Emergency Management Director for a 2-year term position, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Okay, the next one is our Social Services Coordinator. That's Amy Bonatti. And basically we hire her as our Social Services Coordinator and we name her as our ADA, but the state likes to know who we appoint. So therefore she's our Social Services Coordinator for a 3-year term. Of course, if she chooses to leave our employment or anything happens to her, we can certainly nominate someone else to fill that position at the state level. So can I have a motion for Amy Bonatti to be our Social Services Coordinator?
I'll nominate Amy.
Nominate.
Who's going to fight about it? John? I'll give it to
I'll
John.
nominate- I'm sure I'll nominate Amy Bonatti as Social Services Coordinator.
Okay, and Jim, you'll second?
I will second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor of naming Amy Bonatti as our Social Services Coordinator signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. Thank you both. Our next one is our tree warden, and that is Tom Degnan. Tom is willing to serve again as our 2-year position. And I have a nomination for Tom.
I'll nominate Tom as tree warden.
I'll second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of naming Tom Degnan as our tree warden for the next 2 years, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, then we get to the motion, veterans tax exemption changes. And Melinda was very kind to work on some verbiage. So basically, you have wording 1 and wording 2 on your first page. There are 2 motions under both of those, but these are local options that we pass. And we had to do it today because she needs to get the grand list out for the 31st. So these help her do that so she can calculate incorrectly. this wording for the second page, those two motions will also move from us to the next town meeting, not the one on Thursday night, but the next town meeting, which we'll have to schedule to put these in, because this has to be under Connecticut general statutes. So basically, she gave you two options for the two motions. So motion one and motion two both have to be made if you like wording one or wording two. It doesn't matter. I just think I tend to like wording two better. And the date has to be in there because that is if a spouse becomes a widow or widower, we have to have a date in there as to when that person spouse passed away. And that would get everyone in that needs to be in. You don't want to go too far back or you could have some problems. I think the next last one in was like 1972. Don't all jump in.
I'll make a motion.
Any,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve wording two
So-
for new local option.
okay. So I'm going to read it and Jim, do you want to read motion? It's got to be motion one first.
Motion one of wording two, correct?
Yes.
We have motion to allow by local option, the town to exempt the dwelling house and building lot up to 2 acres of land for our permanently and totally disabled veterans with a 100% service-connected rating, limiting the exemption to an amount equal to the median assessed valuation of residential real property as set by current revaluation.
I'll second that. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion that Mr. Lampos read, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. All right, now we have motion two of that same, which has to do for the surviving spouse. Would someone like to make that motion?
Sure.
John?
I'll make a motion to allow by local option the town to provide the surviving spouse of a permanently and totally disabled veteran with 100% service-connected rating who died prior to October 1, 2024, but after October 1, 2018, a date to be determined by such legislative body
Oh,
shall
I think
be
that's
eligible.
out. I think you should
That's-
stop after 2018.
Yes, sorry about that. That's a little,
That's okay.
not sure why that's still there.
The parentheses were taken out. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So Jim, I'll second that. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion that John read, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion passes. Okay, the next one that would have to be sent to town meeting, we have two other motions that have to go before a town meeting. These basically are to make sure that we're legal with the Public Act and the Connecticut General Statutes. We have motion one and motion two. Both have to be made. Would someone like to make motion one?
I will make motion one. The motion to extend the permanently and totally disabled veterans with 100% service-connected rating to veterans who have service-connected total disability based on individual unemployability as allowed by Public Act 25-168.
I'll second. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Thank you both. And the last motion, I'll make the motion to update current Old Line Local Veteran Option Ordinance 150-4, Section A, to reflect uniform income limits set under Connecticut General Statutes 12-81I. I think that's an I. Can I have a second?
I'll second.
All
Is that an
those
I
in,
or, is that an I or an L?
it's very,
It's an L.
oh, thanks. Thank you. Melinda's on. Thank you, Melinda. It's it's next to the period, so it's a little difficult to read. L. 12 I'll amend my agenda to say 12-81L. Jim, will you
I will
read?
second.
Okay. All right. Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, call for a vote. All those in favor of the motion that I read and reread, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. And now, gentlemen, since we have spent such a lovely afternoon together, could I get a motion to adjourn at 6:31?
I'll make a motion to adjourn so I can go shovel some more snow.
Okay,
I'll second.
thanks. Thanks, John. Thanks, Jim. Have a great evening. Stay
You too.
warm. Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye.